Hi, my name is John, and I'm an addict in recovery. And I guess what I want to talk about today is secrets. And what they can do to you. When you hold on to a secret, and the pain that you can get from having a secret, holding on to something. In the 12-step program, we're actually doing an inventory of ourselves. To write an inventory of ourselves, and depending on how much we expose of ourselves, we find help. We find help in those areas that we expose about ourselves. But if we don't expose them, and we hold on to any of them, those things can grow and fester in us and turn around and give us, and cause more problems for us, you know, um, by either bringing shame or more guilt, and we constantly living out of guilt or out of shame, or feeling, feeling like there's always something wrong with us, so, like holding on to secrets is not always good. Now, you know, you don't have to go into a meeting and spill the beans on your secrets, but you should find somebody that you trust, or that you believe, that doesn't go around, putting out people's business and stuff like that, or tell people, other people's business and stuff, and maybe use that person to share your experience or your secret with, and and give it to them, and give it to somebody, your sponsor, another recovering addict that you trust, another person that you trust, a priest, somebody, like share it with somebody. Like, I mean, even like, I mean, I understand that some of the secrets that we have, sometimes, we think we're gonna go to jail because we turn around if we expose the secret, or if like, I mean, some of us, you know we've been, we don't come from a real colorful background. Some of us are murderers, killers, rapists, and you know uh, thieves, liars, cheaters, and like, that's what we're made up of. Like, all of us, we don't have, the greatest background, and a lot of the things that we've done, seem to be horrific to us. But, like, being able to expose those things, allows us, to have freedom, and knowing that we've been forgiven, and that we can forgive ourselves, and that we don't have to hide anymore, and hide in the darkness anymore, and bring things to the light. And I know it sounds like, it sounds real crazy and wild and stuff, and you say, man, I'll never turn around and tell this, I'll never turn around and tell that. But the truth of the matter is that we need to share whatever secrets we have with somebody. It doesn't matter, like, who it is, but it should be somebody that you trust. But you really need to share it with somebody, because a lot of people have either, have either, you know, uh, you know, have killed themselves, as a result of it, or have gone into a state of depression, or ended up in asylum, in crazy wards, as a result of not dealing with some of those secrets, and so it's really important, you know, um, to expose some secrets that you have, you know, within us, like, they say you're as sick as your secrets, and I've had some personal experiences, with this, like, trying to trying to keep things to myself, or saying, oh, like, people are going to look at me differently, or they're going to see me in a different way. But the truth of the matter is how I look at me. because like I'm the one, like with the secret, I'm looking at myself like, I'm a terrible person and I'm this, and like I'm horrific, or like it's never gonna be forgiven. And because I think that way, I don't forgive myself. I don't I don't think that I can get past that. I can, and the thing about, like holding on to secret, just like, like holding on to some of the things of the past, is that they continue to relive themselves within myself. It's almost like having a resentment with me, having a resentment, against myself, and what they say about resentments, like, that, um, they say that, there's a saying that says that, the resentments are like alley cats. If you keep feeding them, they keep coming back. So a lot of times, those secrets can, can turn out to be, having a resentment of, and of course they say sometimes that resentments will take you back out, that they'll take you back out to use it again, and of course, like with anything, like anything could turn around, like in recovery, like anything can turn around and cause you to harm yourself, or to try to harm yourself, or like, the addiction, the disease of addiction will use it against you. So when you expose it, and when you turn around and talk about it, and you give it to somebody, like maybe a sponsor, or somebody, in recovery, another recovering addict that you might trust, it will help. Trust me, it will help you. It will really help you. And yeah, you hear scary stories about, people, you know taking your business out sometimes, but you should be able to pick somebody that, you don't have to worry about, them taking things out, or sharing, you know and sometimes, even when you share whatever it is that you have a secret with, the fear of opening up, or the fear of letting that go, you know uh you become so free that it doesn't even matter anymore if anybody else knows it, you know because, like, you're free. You're totally free. You know what I'm saying? And that's the great thing about, being, like, because sometimes you're trapped by holding on to these secrets. You trap yourself. It's like you put yourself in a cell, and you're trapped in that space and time, with that secret, with the emotional baggage of that secret, and what is causing you, and sometimes, in order for you to move on, you have to turn around and let it go. So, like, if you want more freedom, if you want to be more free within yourself, and being able to be who you are, like, you need to, like, let, somebody, you know know you, know you the way, with all of your secrets, with all of your character defects, with all of your shortcomings, not trying to hold anything back, and of course, all of us have some type of secret, or something that we think is so horrific, or so shameful, that we won't be able to turn around and live, if anybody ever found out, and I mean, I'm sure that, like, if you really look, you'll find one, and if you don't, then good for you. Like, you never did anything that you wanted to hide from everybody else. But, I know that there's been some things in my life, that I've wanted to hide from other people, and like, I know that if I met somebody and they were able to see everything that I've ever done in my entire life, I'd be completely, like, fearful about even, getting to know them that well, because there's some things that I'm not so proud of, that I'm not proud of, that I've done, in my past, and things that I'm ashamed, that I am ashamed of, that I do have, that it wasn't my proudest moment, and it's not something that I would ever try to do again, and my ways of making amends, to some of those situations, is never to cause that type of hurt to myself or to anybody else, and to live the best way that I can, by not by not doing a lot of those things that I did when you know, when I was in that state of mind. And of course it had a lot to do with my thinking and the way I was thinking, and the fact that you know, I didn't have any self-esteem or any any love for myself, or any love, you know, for anybody else or anything, you know, like I just you know, I mean, ignorance. Sometimes it's just ignorance. Sometimes it's just, you know, not knowing, you know, and just being ignorant to, you know, different ways of thinking, you know. And you know, I mean, it's you know, it shouldn't be an excuse, but it is, you know, like there's usually there's a reason for us, you know, for being, you know, you know, for doing things that we shouldn't do, or for allowing, you know, for allowing things to happen that we, you know, that we think that you know, like things that we shouldn't do, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so, you know, like if you have some secrets, you know, I would suggest to find somebody that you really trust, and to turn around and, you know, expose them or tell them, you know, and make sure that it's somebody that understands what recovery is all about, and that's not going to judge you or cause you any, you know, cause you any unnecessary problems, or not, or somebody that's not going to throw it in your face, you know, when they're mad at you or angry with you, or, you know, like and I know it's hard to find people like that, but you know, you will find them, you know, like they're in here, and they're here somewhere, you know what I'm saying? There's people that we can trust with, you know, with our lives, that we can trust, you know, with everything that we have, you know. And you know, or find yourself a complete stranger, somebody that you know that you ain't gonna ever see again, you know. That's sometimes that works, you know, for some people and stuff, you know. And but anyway, you know, that's my take on secrets, you know. And if nobody told you they love you today, I love you, and so does the God of my understanding. Thanks for listening.